Hiya, it's Deputy Prime Minister, proud Northerner and Basic Instinct enthusiast Angela Rayner, and welcome to another No-Brainer with Angela Rayner. Now, as you can see, I am still here in the Us Labour's underground bunker. I was going to leave, but our Keir said, look, can you stay on a little bit longer, do some renovations, maybe take a couple of the beds out because we need to move in our Rachel's charging pod. Because unfortunately, our Rachel needs to lay low for a good week or so after some revelations came out about her misremembering things when she wrote a CV out. And, you know, who doesn't misremember things from time to time? The typical far-right adjacent press are slagging her off because she claimed that she was an economist when in fact she was in economic analysis and she was economically analysing things about the economy here and abroad in an analytical way. And, you know, maybe she was a little bit economical with the truth, but it was her truth. And why they need to slag her off? Well, it's pretty obvious that they're slagging her off because she's the first woman chancellor. Now we know what one of those is. And that's the only reason. They're just picking on her for that. Who doesn't misremember things when they're writing out the CV? And sometimes the dates don't match and all. And it's not deliberate. It's just that your brain just misremembers sometimes. But of course, they've got to go after her for that. And also, she needs to lay low because she's upset some of the farmers with what she said in the budget about inheritance tax, and they're all threatening to kick off and go on strike. And usually I would agree with strike action. I'm well up for it. But when it's strike action against us Labours, I think I draw the line. I think actually they're bang out of order doing it now at this time of the year when everybody is already going through a lot of stress. They've just made it so much worse. It's very selfish of the farmers for doing this right now. I think it's really unnecessary, and there's other ways of making your point. But you've decided to kick off like this. So poor Rachel has got to come down in the bunker with me. And I think that is just completely out of order. But there you go. Our Keir is away at the moment. He's in Brazil. He's at the G20 summit and he is doing something absolutely groundbreaking for us Labours. He is meeting with Xi Jinping. Now, I don't know if you know this, but the last few prime ministers didn't get that honour of meeting with Xi Jinping because he weren't interested in anything that they had to say. He thought they were weak, and then he obviously looked at our Keir and thought, that is a strong alpha right there. That is the sort of bloke that I want to do business with. I want to do a good trade deal with and make it a fantastic deal for us and for them, which is definitely what he would have thought when he looked at our Keir. And now our Keir is making that happen. And that's what happens when the grown-ups are back in charge again. And speaking of people that are not grown-ups, I received something this week and I think I'm quite upset about it actually. I thought it was a good thing at first. I received a gift from one of my constituents, which is all above board, and I've declared it. And it was a mug, and I thought, well, fantastic. I love a mug because it, you know, I love a brew, so why not buy me a mug? I thought, fantastic. I looked a little bit closer at the mug and I realised that this is no gift. This is somebody trying to wind us Labours up. It's a mug with loads of pictures of our James on it. It's got James O'Brien on it, and it says on it, Smug mug. Smug mug. Are you having a laugh? This is my mate. And there's nothing smug about our James. He's a decent man. He's very intelligent, and he's written a book, and just because he wants you all to know about it, and he talks about it a lot, people think he's smug. He's just proud. He's proud that he's a good person. He's a good writer. He's got a big brain, and he just wants you all to know that. There's nothing smug about that. And he loves us Labours, and he's very supportive. But this is not acceptable. And I think, to be honest, I'm going to report it as a non-crime hate incident, because that's what this is. This is somebody thinking they're funny, but it's caused me distress. And it would cause our James distress if he knew about it as well. Not acceptable. So I'm going to get it reported. You think you're going to own us Labours and you're not, because we are going from strength to strength. I'll see you again on another No-Brainer with Angela Rayner. Smug mug. Are you having a laugh? There's nothing smug about our James. He's a decent man. He's very intelligent and he's written a book